Oh. Hello there, and welcome back to Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, New Game Plus. I am here with both Sam and Ian from the get-go this time. How you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm good.
And again, thank you for joining me, both of you, for joining me through the Resident Evil thing. I'm sorry it wasn't long, but hopefully this will make up for it.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get the full game, and we can join you for that.
Well, I know you're not as big of a Resident Evil guy as I am, so
I like Resident Evil.
Well, okay then. You can watch me shoot zombies and die multiple times and laugh.
As Leon with his "Can I speak to the manager" haircut.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be like the good old days when we used to make stories in WWE about Wade Barrett, or when Shawn Michaels thought he was Beowulf.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, a few stories. I think we also did one where they get.
Yeah. Well, when we last left off, the Kyoto, leader of the Army of Ruin, had just did the too sweet sign on the back of someone's head, causing them to go into some kind of form of shock.
The Bullet Club. Someone needs to edit that scene and just put it, as soon as the too sweet hits the back, just put in Bullet Club. For life. Then just make it all go black and white while the theme plays.
Omae wa mo shindeiru. Omae wa mo shindeiru.
What's wrong with him?
Cool. I have checked. None of the voices from Ken's Raid are in this, even though they do sound similar.
No damage to his internal organs.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it is.
You ever look into that Kenshiro, to that Kiryu Kazuma skin?
Fuck! I forgot.
Technique? You mean the martial arts he used?
After the stream, I promise.
I'll remind you at the end of the stream.
Okay.
Do we have time to do it now?
Well, I'd have to come out of the game to do it, which would end the broadcast. But...
Then what's causing Jagray to be like this?
It's likely his mind's been affected.
Kenshiro is evolving. Kenshiro has evolved into Kiryu Kazuma.
He's evolved into a character that's beneath him.
I don't know. Considering apparently the one person that Kiryu struggles against in fights is also someone that is in this game, and Kenshiro struggles to kill him.
Oh, Kamaki is in this game as well.
What?
Kamaki's in this game as well. Side quest.
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm just saying that if Kiryu can just about defeat Joamon, and Kenshiro can barely kill him, then there's something.
I heard he once rid an entire community of its disease. They now call it the Village of Miracles. That man's name is Toki.
Oh, did you get that, Sam? It'll in seconds.
You know him?
Toki was a fellow disciple, and was very much like a brother to me. We all thought he'd be the successor of Hokuto Shinken. The accuracy of his techniques, his rhythm, his speed, his mental and physical prowess. He was truly unmatched.
During the war, Toki was heavily exposed to ashes of death, nuclear fallout. He sacrificed himself to prevent Yuri and me from being exposed to it. He survived, but was left with an incurable sickness. He gave up his pursuit of becoming successor soon after.
I seem to remember you liking Toki, Sam.
Toki was my, apart from Raoh, he was kind of my, character of choice.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him.
Because whenever we teamed up, I'd always be Toki and you'd always be Kenshiro, so we could do the whole good guy thing.
Yeah.
It sounds like he may be able to cure Jagray.
Well, we eventually maxed out every character in Ken's Raid.
Oh god, we did. and spent so much
Why has he
time.
been
I think it's the
imprisoned?
first game I actually platinumed.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Judging from the
I mean, it's
rumors, I'd assume he was
well
captured
over
by
100
traitors.
hours we lost to
Then all
that
I need
game.
to
I
know
wish
is
they'd
where he
re-release
is.
it.
Then I'll
It-
go set him free.
You have to ask Cody
'Cause-
Tecmo.
It
Yeah.
won't be that easy, I'm afraid.
Because in this game, I'm spoiling minorly, but I'm only spoiling by omission.
Cassandra?
People like, what's her name? Who's the crossbow lady? Mamiya and Yuda.
Yeah.
Who goes in
Not in
comes
it.
out alive.
And Cassandra's warden is the mighty.
So that
Reaper.
whole story arc
If you want
doesn't
to rescue
happen.
Toki, we'll have to get through him.
I'll take Jagray to Toki then.
What?
You mean you're willing to go
Oh,
to
we're
Cassandra
going.
for Jagray?
Yep, we're going to Cassandra,
Yeah.
which is where Toki is,
I
and
entrust this story to
Uyghur,
you,
who
Kenji.
is in,
As
who
ruler
is
of
in this,
city,
like.
I cannot leave it
I,
behind.
you know the Destiny talismans,
I
the
understand.
special abilities that have a character
But
on them.
please, save
Like-
Jagray.
Characters that aren't in this have them. Like there's one for Yuda, there's one for
I
Hart.
promise to tell you the
um,
truth I could not share before
There are two for Yuria.
The truth.
about Yuria.
Then you do know something about
One
her.
for young Yuria and one for
I'll
present
tell
day
you her
Yuria.
whereabouts and everything else I know. If you can save Jagray, then I will put my trust in you. Do we have a deal?
Allow me to accompany you. I may not be much help, but I can at least look after
hold on.
Jagray on the way.
I appreciate it.
In any case, you'll need a car. It's rather far, and you couldn't possibly carry Jagray all the way there.
I hope the car
Unfortunately, all
parts
of our
I had in the
cars
first
were destroyed in
playthrough
the
carry
army
over.
Ruin's attack.
All right. I'll help in any way I can.
Because there's parts of the game where there's a load of run around to get certain car parts to get to a certain part of the wasteland. It would save us a lot of time if I just happened to have them all.
Yeah. Oh, Vader was in the live action Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. There he is.
Bad.
I knew it was you. I've been looking for you.
It's Bat.
What are you doing here?
Who was played by Dante
Well, I
Basco
happened after
in the
we
live
split up
action
back at Southern
version.
Cross. I mean, my car breaks down, I get caught by slavers, and almost get sold. Then the Army of Ruin kills them.
The Army of Ruin.
Uh-huh. They almost killed me, too. But I managed to give them the slip. It was a pretty close call. Then I secretly followed them here. The gate was blown to pieces, so I was able to sneak right in. I was surprised to hear your name come up when I was scoping the place out.
That's so.
So what are you doing here, Ken? Come on, Ken. You can't keep quiet forever. I'll do whatever I can to help out.
Why do you want to help me?
Good things happen when you're around. Besides, I think I'm a little better at negotiating than you. If you're gonna live here, I can help out.
Kentaro does not
Scratch my back, I'll
negotiate.
scratch yours, just like the good old days.
Here's the deal. I will take what I want, and you will find some way to be okay with that.
So Yuria might be somewhere in town, and you're looking to fix a car to save the captain of the guard? Looks like it's my time to shine. Leave it to me.
Bad. What are you up to?
I'm gonna make you a car. In this city, building a car's a heck of a lot easier than fixing one.
You've been in this city for like 5 minutes. How would you know that?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's more like just fitting the parts together. I learned loads about this city since I was planning on building my own car here. Lots of places sell car parts. Should be pretty easy to build a car or two, so long as I get a hold of some. Also, if we fix up a rental, it's not like we'll be able to keep it. Having a car of our own will be a big help.
You're probably right.
Well then, let's get started. There's a store with the parts we need over that way.
we go.
We're eating good tonight. I'd like a car someday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo!
What?
What have you got for me today? How long ago was the last part?
Huh?
How long did it take him to get that guy in hospital?
Nope. Hi.
Hmm? Yeah.
Okay, we're almost done with all the tutorial nonsense.
Ow! Whoa!
Cat. Yo!
What?
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Have you fought Heart yet?
Hmm?
He's not in it.
Oh.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I had to watch Nicole.
Ah.
It's alright.
Yeah, I don't think Hart's in this.
No, he'd be
Yeah.
around at the Shin. He'd be around for the Shin thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Shin's bodyguard.
did you know in the live action film he was played by Vader?
Oh god, that makes way too much sense.
No.
May he rest in peace.
Like, he rests in peace, even though and the whole him being ripped off by the big ham Vader on the indie circuit. You should see the the bad wrestlers on the indies, like Jay Batista, which is just a really ugly guy that pretends to be Batista, or a guy who thinks he's Ric Flair, but everybody hates it. Everybody legitimately hates him because he only wrestles small venues, even venues where he's painted the fans on the wall. And Ric Flair got paid $1,000 to endorse him as the real Nature Boy.
Oh,
Which
what
is
a
actually
coincidence. The guy he's talking about needing to teach a lesson show up right when he tells us about them.
I'm just looking at the cast of the live action movie. So we have Gary Daniels as Kenshiro,
Yeah.
British martial artist. Yeah. Malcolm McDowell as Ryuken.
He doesn't look like a Ryuken to me. But
No. And Dante Basco as Bat.
Dante Boss?
Yeah, Dante Basco.
You mean
Rufio. Yeah, Rufio.
Yeah, the guy who appeared on the Nostalgia Critics thing to try and murder him because he said there was a bad Avatar episode.
Yeah, the very same.
Honor! 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 Honor!
And fucking Chris Penn as fucking Jargi. The guy who's known for playing corrupt cops.
Well, typecasting.
Yeah. He's also Chris Penn. He's also Sean Penn's brother. Oh, Melvin Van Peebles. So, yeah. Yeah, a bunch of people have thrown their careers away.
Just be thankful I haven't done a live action Berserk.
I'm truly thankful.
Picked up.
You have Dwayne as Guts. Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Guts.
No! As much as I love The Rock and he's my all-time favourite wrestler, I don't want him to be Guts.
Never watched the anime but got this. Any tips?
Um.
The only thing I can think of is if you've ever played the Yakuza games, it's basically that, but with Fist of the North Star characters.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
if you haven't played the Yakuza games, why not?
Play them.
Go play them. They're great. Any tip?
Unfortunately, as you mentioned before, I think for the benefit of this person, yeah, it doesn't follow the anime 100%.
Well, it doesn't follow the anime 50%, mate. But the one thing I would say, go to the casino, save before you go in, and just mine all the chips you can to get the Saviour Jacket, because it really does help with the tough fights.
Hey.
Oh god, I've got to go back to the junction. I already have all the car parts. It's a New Game Plus run. Wait a minute, so you saw a comment?
It's narrative.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was a comment, was it?
Yeah, that was a comment. Someone asked if there was any tips.
Then why am I not seeing said comment? Oh god, it's not doing that thing again, is it?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on comments for you. Aren't I just lovely?
Oh.
Hi.
Say what?
Hey.
I've got a list of the costumes.
Yeah.
Well, there's one.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, and there's a tuxedo one. A doctor outfit, a merchant outfit, and a Land of Asura arc costume.
Oh yeah, that's the Fist of the North Star 2 series. I guess so, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a comment as well. I mean, if you're looking for it to like make it follow the anime, it doesn't follow it very well. I mean, characters appear from what I've seen, but yeah, the only thing I can think of is getting, doing what Ollie said in the casino.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you got to remember on this one, Ollie is very overpowered at this point with New Game Plus.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much as powerful, probably, as Kenshiro is in the anime, because he's overpowered to a ridiculous degree for a while.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, Sam, I'm gonna have to rely on you to be comment guy.
I'll be.
Because
Well,
for some reason
I just got it for $2. Can't shake it. Wait, you got the game for $2. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure that this is the game you got?
Oh.
Oh, so much tutorial.
Fucking a tutorial.
Yeah.
Right, now with this thing...
Up and at them.
See you, Ken.
Alright, to Cassandra. Wait, no. Why are you sending me back there?
Damn it! I'll kill you! Take this!
I miss Ken's rage.
So do I.
Hey, Zam Zam.
Okay, this comment thing is bugging me. I'm still not seeing any. I don't think it's the game. Oh, going already? Oh. Sad face. Go stream on Twitch. I have been giving thought to doing that for some time.
No.
But, I can look back over these on YouTube. They disappear off Twitch after a while.
Huh? Yep. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I forgot how much runaround is in the early game. There was a fix for this that I did. I'll try that again after.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she gives you a safe house.
Yes.
You know a game I used to love but I cannot just go back and play anymore?
What?
Oblivion.
I see.
It's just almost impossible. I tried to go back. It's a story worth listening to. Ollie, that's your department.
Right at this moment, no. I won't skip things that are important.
Who do you think will win in a fight, Kenshiro or Sephiroth?
I don't
Again,
know.
it's down to who can get the. It's who can get the first hits really, and I think Ken would probably be able to actually hit Set. If he touched Sephiroth once, that would be it.
Well, he's fast enough to dodge gunfire.
Yeah. I'd say Ken.
But Sephiroth is also fast enough to dodge gunfire, so...
It's hard to say. But I'd still say Kenshiro purely because of survivability.
Bouncer was wonderful, too. Oh, I never played that.
Yeah, the Bouncer was an interesting game. I mean, again, it looks like Sora and Laguna quit Final Fantasy and went off to work in a bar.
Yeah, you were telling me about that when we were playing Spyro. Oblivion is stale, but I overplayed the hell out of it. Yeah, I think we all did. Even if Oblivion does have my favourite side quest in any game. Which is, of course, the Dark Brotherhood party side quest.
Oh god, I love that quest. That's actually what got me thinking about it. I suddenly started remembering that quest.
You've got to kill all 5 guests at a party without any of them figuring out it's you.
I mean, granted, Skyrim's good and everything, it's just their Dark Brotherhood's a bit, messed up.
Oh.
And not in the fun way.
Yeah.
What the? Ollie's not moving? The fuel! No!
There is a fuel meter, actually.
I know.
Oblivion modded or randomizer might. Yeah. I think if you modded the weapon degradation out of Oblivion, it would be that much more playable.
I think what you'd need to do is you'd need to retexture a few skins to make it so you're not talking to the same person. Where there's like several clones of themselves. Yeah, fix the weapon degradation. I mean, I love the Shivering Isles DLC. I will honestly say I love Sheogorath.
Yeah.
I mean, he did appear in Skyrim, but he wasn't the same person.
Yeah.
Naturally, because it's believed that the Sheogorath in Skyrim is actually the main character from Oblivion.
Yeah. The fuel! No!
Re-releasing Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But why though?
Because they're adding more stuff to it.
Right.
It's going to be on like PC and PlayStation 4.
Don't get me wrong, I love Atlas and I love their Shin Megami Tensei series to death.
I am the law.
Even if I do think
Catherine was weird.
Well, in this one they're adding a third woman into it.
Right.
Who according to rumours, might be transgender, but they already had a transgender character in there anyway.
Which Catherine did you like?
Catherine with a C.
I didn't like either of them.
Of course you didn't, Ollie. You don't like women.
Yes, I do. I just didn't like either of those particular ones.
Ollie, you need to accept that you're sexually attracted to monster trucks. Just like Ian is sexually attracted to trains.
I did a punch-only Skyrim run. Oh, that sounds fun. I did think of doing that.
Sega owning Atlas now. Sega don't own. I don't think they own Atlas so much as they just work with them at this point. I don't know the true nature of the relationship, but Atlas kind of has a weird... I think they work with Sega when it comes to their European work, because they don't have an office or a thing in Europe.
Hmm.
They only have an American and Japanese branch.
Well, to be fair, Catherine with the C is the nicer one of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, who would not want a hot succubus wife?
Yeah.
Rather than some nagging, pink-haired woman.
Who added Shin Megami Tensei as their favourite ad? Well, I love Shin Megami Tensei. I just happen to think Persona... Well, I think Persona 4 is probably the most overrated of all of them. I kind of prefer the third one, if I'm being brutally honest.
I have yet to play Persona 5.
You really should. It's up on offer at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah, it's up on offer. Well, the Ultimate Edition with all the extra DLCs up.
Yeah.
Oh, forgive me for my silence. I was just in deep thoughts, you know. Just imagining riding Dr. Yellow.
Very well. Please be careful.
Oh yeah, those trains.
Oh yes, especially when they go through the tunnel.
Lucifer's call is bad fucking ass. Yes, it is. Especially when you get the true demon ending. I fucking hate what Atlas has done with Lucifer since the third one, where they basically made him a black alien. I kind of preferred it when he was pretending to be David Bowie.
No one visits, no one leaves. The only thing waiting for you here is torture and death.
You know, when he was trying to be old man David Bowie and young boy David Bowie.
Take me to
and trying to kill God.
Persistent bastard! Well, whatever.
I don't recall there being a young boy or an old man David Bowie.
Well, pretty much the version, basically to explain it, in the first 3 Shin Megami Tensei games, Lucifer takes on the human form of Louis Cypher. But he was his design was based on David Bowie. And in the third game, he takes on the little boy version of his form and an old man version. So he's basically young boy David Bowie and old man David Bowie.
But which David Bowie was he before?
He was just like normal. He was like normal David Bowie.
Yeah, but which one?
I know it's hard to explain.
He sent me a friend request.
I'll accept that after the stream. In a blue suit.
What? You mean like he's Ziggy Stardust?
Without the makeup, yeah.
Oh. I mean, as much as I like the Ziggy Stardust David Bowie, I much prefer Jareth David Bowie.
Also, you've got to remember in Shin Megami Tensei 2, Michael Jackson turned up. As a zombie called Mr. Thriller. I'm not fucking kidding. In Shin Megami Tensei 2, there's a particular place you can go to where you can find Mr. Thriller, and if you talk to him, he goes, I don't like conflict. I just want to act like a kid in a candy store and dance all day.
What, did he try and eat little boys?
I think most of the human race was dead by Shin Megami Tensei 2, but I don't know. He was just dancing with all the werewolves. Mortal Kombat 11 looks great, yes, but I'm going to be pissed because Melina's not going to be in it. I mean, I know she's not technically dead because according to the official wiki, it was her clone that was killed by Devora, not actually her.
Worthless dog. You've disappointed
Personally, I'm looking forward to playing as Shao Kahn.
Right.
Now,
Also, if you're a fan of Shin Megami Tensei, just remember on the 3DS they've re-released Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, where Lucifer takes on the form of female David Bowie.
Hey, look, it's Odin.
Yeah.
I've come here to meet somebody
Louisa
in your
Fair.
prison. You going to let me in?
You moron! Like I'd ever let you through. Cassandra is the perfect prison. None who pass through these doors leave this
Shouldn't you be
place
delivering
alive.
presents?
Well, Odin is pretty much Santa.
And that is the legend of Uyghur.
I just love that my defense for Odin is pretty much, look, if you know Odin's history and you actually know how Norse mythology works, breaking into your house, eating your food, and leaving you presents isn't the
choice is yours.
you know, isn't the weirdest thing he's done. Those beads are will not be dead.
So you fear the mighty Uyghur?
Well, the thing is, in Mortal Kombat, nobody stays dead. I mean, Melina died like twice in the original timeline. Johnny Cage died 3 times, not counting Armageddon. Liu Kang died. Well, pretty much everybody died at some point.
Is it me or Kenshiro's shoulder pads too pointy?
Nice. We need something more deadly.
Now I'm here. You're gonna pay. Die.
I don't remember them being that long. And don't worry, I'm not going to go Chris Chan over it.
No, please don't. You see the Sarkos arm? Yes, I think that's I think that's just the gear system. I think that's just a gear system thing for his arm. I mean, it could be that he's just wearing the skin of something, or it could be a reference to Onaga. I think maybe I'm not going to look into it too deeply, because Shao Kahn's just a pre-order character, so he's not going to factor into things. It's going to be like Goro last time, where Goro was put in as a pre-order bonus, but he didn't factor into the story.
Merciful execution! My arm! Stop! Please! What?
Thor and his army of fat men.
Finger interception. So you're not all talk. You wish to challenge the might of Cassandra, hmm? Very well. Come inside for a proper burial. Look around you. See these graves? That's what happens to those who dare to defy me. You'll soon join them.
Okay, I gotta play this program, so catch you later. Alright, see ya. Okay, I added you. Yeah, I'll accept you after the stream. Cool.
That is because you've never known true fear. It's time for you to learn. But first, tell me your name. I need to know what to carve into your headstone.
Kenshiro.
What? Kenshiro? Of Hokuto Shinken? Then you must be here to...
I've come for Toki.
What? Toki? I forbid it! I have been strictly ordered to never let you see him. You won't come come one step closer.
I think I will.
I commend your courage, if nothing else.
Come at me.
Mountain splitting slash. You can't run away from me anymore.
Who's running?
6 fingers. That's all I need to defeat you.
Take this! Charge of the Mongolian Conqueror! I'll cut you like a pig, here and now! Hooked steel shredding clench! I'll show you my true strength!
Well, that was easy.
No! You mustn't reach Toki! I can't allow you to!
Okay, I knew that New Game Plus would be easier, but I don't think I quite realised how much stronger you get throughout the course of the game. Have a great day. You too, man. Okay, I think it's just us now.
Yep.
Well, we might get another cameo from Zam.
Toki.
Maybe.
Brother.
She's known to appear twice.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you. You've grown so thin, Toki. I am still breathing, though. Toki, listen to me. There's a man I want you to cure. He was hit with a strange technique. He needs you. How soon can he be here? He's waiting outside for us. I thought that you, of all people, might be able to heal him. Will you help me, brother? I would do anything you asked of me. You should know. I would be more than happy to help you.
Good guy, Toki. And I should be able to learn all four or his final technique or something. And then then I'll be able to fight him. And we might get an actual fight for once.
Yay.
Incredible.
He'll be all right now. I've struck a pressure point that will stop his mind from deteriorating. Toki, can you identify the style Kyo-O used? Yes. It is called Meito Kieiken. Meito Kieiken. It is similar to Hokuto
Togi's
Shinken,
basically
as its techniques
post-apocalyptic
destroy
Jesus.
from within.
Yep.
One's
Especially when you
focused on
actually
a
know what he
blow
looks
to
like
the
when he's
head.
healthy.
The flow of chi targets the mind, not the body.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I had heard that users
Especially
of
when
this
you know what he
style
looks like when he's
have
healthy.
vanished.
Then he really looks like Jesus.
Who exactly is this Kyo-O?
We're still not sure ourselves.
Is Jagre cured then? Yes. He'll wake up soon enough.
He doesn't appear to be in pain. I believe he'll make a safe return.
Good. Are you all right, Toki? I'm prepared for death to come at any moment. You needn't worry about me. Toki. There's a city called Eden. It's a safe place with water and gasoline. You should come with us. Ken, I'm sorry, but that is something I cannot do. I intend to remain in Cassandra. Why? Because of Keno,
Very good
the
question.
King of Fists.
So it was Keno who put you here.
You know this man, Rihaku?
Keno, the self-proclaimed overlord of the apocalypse, is a tyrant that rules through fear. He built Cassandra to execute anyone who dared defy him. Uyghur was merely the warden.
Yes. And Keno fears my meeting with Kenshiro more than anything else. Why would he fear us meeting? Because he is the first of the 4 Hokuto disciples, Rao. Rao? He's alive too? Yes. Rao the eldest, Toki the second, Jagi the third, and Kenshiro the youngest. Master Ryuken took us in, taught us the ways of Hokuto Shinken, and in the end, chose you to be his successor. The day you were chosen was the day his ambitions were set into motion.
Jaggy.
Why aren't you saying anything? If we don't speak up, Kenshiro is going to be the chosen successor! He's the youngest and the least experienced. Doesn't it piss you off that someone like him is taking the title? Don't you know what this means? Hokuto Shinken is only passed down to one successor! Only one! I know what happens to the rest of us. Those who aren't chosen are led to ruin! Yet you still say nothing?! Cowards! The both of you! No way! I'm not letting the youngest take the title of successor!
Master Ryuken has chosen poorly. This will mean the end of Hokuto Shinken.
Where are you going, Rao?
To the heavens!
What are you saying? That you plan to become a god?
I was born on this earth so that I might take everything with my own 2 hands.
Do you intend to make the whole world your enemy, Rao?
Of course I do. Nothing, not even God himself, will stand in my way. I'll crush anyone who dares oppose me. Farewell, Toki.
He's way too ambitious.
Yeah.
On that day, Rao became a man of fierce ambition. One that fears neither God nor man. Then, the war began. And the world was remade in his image. Rao named himself Keno, and moved on to conquer the world through violence and fear. The only obstacle that remains is us, the last disciples. Rao feared the possibility that if the 2 of us met, we'd form a power even greater than his. That is
Well,
why
that
he'll
is a
be
possibility.
prisoner. If Rao were to hear that I've accompanied you to Eden, he'd likely launch an all-out attack. If that happened, the whole city would be demolished, and we would both be killed.
That's why you need to stay here.
Yes. Hopefully it will buy some time. Until then, I'll teach you secret techniques you have
No
not
god.
yet learned.
He is no man or god.
You'll teach me?
Hey God, if
This
you're
will
so
grant you
perfect,
the power
why did you
to
create a
defeat
man
Rao.
like me? You could
A
crush
power
you.
that will allow you to protect those you hold dear.
Okay.
Since you became the successor, I've often thought about passing my techniques on to you. I suppose it's taken longer than I initially hoped.
Toki.
That's enough talk. Let us begin, Kenshiro. It's time I taught you my secret technique.
All right.
But before that, you'll need to understand the differences between our fists.
Differences?
We may both use Hokuto Shinken, but our essence is shown in how we wield our fists. Our essence is everything we hold within. Dispositions, emotions, philosophies. These can be seen in all styles. This will be much quicker if we let our fists do the talking. You always were a fast learner, after all. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let us begin, Kenshiro.
Impressive. Oh. I'll fight him fairly, without using burst mode. Well, I mean, I already have a pretty unfair advantage as it is.
It's not over yet.
Phantom channeling point.
Now, see, on the first go-round, I lost that fight.
Well done, Kenshiro.
Toki.
No need to be concerned. Were you able to feel the differences between our fists?
Yeah. Yours are quiet and cancel their opponent's power. They strike the moment the enemy is caught off guard.
That's right. Your aura of might is strong, but it burns with ferocity that is absent from mine. Your fists are like the waters of a raging stream, whereas mine are like that of a still pond.
A still pond.
Rao's fists are of the same nature as yours. A raging torrent.
Rao's fists are the same as mine.
When two streams collide, the stronger will always win. You and Rao will simply trade blows until one remains. Your chances of winning are slim, should you face him now. But if you gain a quiet fist, one that can consume even the most violent waters, you may stand a chance. You learning this ability from me is what Raoh fears most. So that's why. Kenshiro, as sole successor of Hokuto Shinken, you cannot die. A victory against Raoh means nothing if you're dead. You must live, and see this new age through. Use the technique I taught you to survive. Do you understand? Got it.
I think this is learn the truth behind my face. This might be the last technique you teach me. I've used one of them a few times. It's that merciful execution. Yeah, this is his last move.
Celestial 100 Fist Rush!
On guard, Kenshiro.
Celestial 100 Fist Rush!
I've got to do this 3 times, basically.
On guard, Kenshiro.
Celestial 100 Fist Rush!
But the training isn't over. Defeat him with everything you've learned so far. 35. Oh. Okay, this might actually be a fight. Gotcha. You still there, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still here. Watching you beat up Toki.
Yeah. I mean, because I love watching Kenshiro fight.
Yeah. Machine gun fists.
Yeah. He's like a super-powered Bruce Lee.
Yeah. That was another one of the moves he taught me, by the way. Although it consumed some of the burst gauge, which I've now got back.
It's not over yet. Phantom channeling point.
Gotcha. Oh, and I leveled up. Perhaps I should, Lester. Have you come to a realization? Yeah. Celestial 100-fish rush. Used it on opponents who attempt to escape to the air. It may be effective against sturdy opponents, too. Rare is the fighter who can attack and defend while airborne. When the opponent takes to the air, seize your chance at victory. This is a core of Celestial 100-fish rush. And then I can do that. Is that all of the green things filled? Well, it's just a matter of leveling up to max the abilities. Enemies are more likely to be knocked back from a charge attack. Charge attack damage is increased by 50%. Yeah, see, the increases are things like, the increases to your attacks are like 50% and 60% for burst mode. So, any length of leveling up, the gap is vast. Oh, I can unlock that. Seems I can unlock these.
Sounds... well...
This shit is bananas. Overkilling an opponent. Oh, Sam left. I will just invite him back. I don't know whether I have to invite him back since I'm now the party owner, but just in case, I will. That was for a different party. Where is he? He's still online, isn't he? It doesn't look like he is. Well, I have sent him an invite. He will accept it when he gets it, I presume.
You probably needed to log in and come back, log back in again.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the weather's pretty good up there.
Yeah. Controls body and mind during a finishing blow for a time. Attacks will not make you flinch. Extends invulnerability time when using jump dodge. Okay. What about the body thing? Well, I've got all of the... Attack increased by 40%.
Yeah.
And the next one is 90%. So if I level up again, I'm gonna spar with Toki. Train with Toki. I have nothing more to teach you, however, if you intend to challenge me, are you prepared to fight me at my fullest strength? Okay. And is...
Let's do it!
Is level 75. Ah. Right, this is going to be a challenge.
Sorry, my
Hey,
internet went bad for a minute.
no problem, man.
Yeah, it just kicked me out and then sort of couldn't connect because it was just too weak and couldn't connect to the router or anything.
Okay, well, in case you missed it, I'm now challenging Toki at his full power, and he's a good 30 levels above me.
Shit.
So this could be the first actual challenge we have in this playthrough.
Ah.
Oh crap, his hits pack a wallop. Oh, also, because of an ability I unlocked, I can't actually die in burst mode, so...
Huh.
If it gets bad, I'll just activate burst mode, and at least I won't be able to die for that amount of time. But it looks like he may get bad, because he's in fact winning at the moment. Oh, fuck. Let's... Tell you what, let's try this. I'll use his Destiny Talisman. So he's been taking it easy on us all this time.
Apparently so.
You're too nice, Toki.
Yes.
I bet you stopped to help little old ladies cross the road.
Yeah, well, I bet you smoke.
Oh, I actually just lost the fight briefly. Okay, fuck it then. Burst mode!
On guard, Kenshiro.
Celestial 100-Fist Rush!
Hello, hero. Nice.
Ah, hello, bro.
Octo! 100-Fist Rush!
Hello! It's doing that thing again where it won't show me the comments.
Celestial 100-Fist Rush!
Was the titular fist of the Northern Star? Was that the titular fist of the North Star or just a fist?
Both?
Is the porno version fisting of the North Star?
Possibly.
Octo! 100-Fist Rush!
God, those have weird names.
Show me the power of the successor. Here I go.
Get it.
Celestial 100-Fist Rush!
Okay, that was the first actual challenge we've had in this playthrough. It actually took my full power to win. Oh, and I got a trophy for it. That was a one-sided battle indeed. It really wasn't. You killed me once. Please, there's no need for modesty between us. Here, take this. Eden's remedy obtained. again, come and see me. You now bear Ryuken's Star of Destiny. So do they have glowing keys surrounding them, or do they just really stink? Yeah, that is their aura of might. Hokuto Talisman is now refinable. Oh, let's see. What is that star there? Increases the duration... allows you to create the Hokuto Talisman. Increases the duration of subconscious transmigration of souls by 1 second. That automatically activates when the Hokuto Talisman is activated. That must be what it does then. Musou Tensei. Oh. As you level up, you get further on the unconscious transmigration of souls. Well, I'm unlocking at least one of those nodes. And I'm refining that talisman when I get back. Because that's the kick-ass move that he uses in the series against Rao. Well, it's not really a move, it's sort of like... it's basically Ultra Instinct.
Pretty much, before Ultra Instinct was a thing.
Yeah. Okay, so... oh, I've got to talk to Toki to go back to Eden in this particular instance.
Yeah.
Tell Toki about Eden. Right, do you recall Shin's last words? Yeah. Yet Yura is still alive. Then why did he still seek to fight you? You will bear witness to the final fates of many people, even me in my final moments. Is the aura of might and a natural progression from the aura of competitivity? The only problem with Eden is those leaves cover nothing. Those two nudists.
What happened to me? Jagray, you were hit by Kyo-Oh's technique. You've been unconscious until now. Kenshiro was able to find you a cure.
What? Kenshiro saved me? Damn! I've sullied my name as captain of the watch. To think I owe my life to this punk of all people?
You're feeling all right now, then?
Huh? The hell do you care?
If he's that riled up already, he'll be just fine.
We should head back to Eden, then.
Also, I swear the apple's there. I hallucinogenic. I could have sworn the snake was talking to me.
What was that?
What? It was nothing. Come on, Kenshiro, get a move on.
I'll be going now. Toki.
Kenshiro. Come back whenever you wish.
Or you could come with us and stop me.
The 7 stars of Hokuto represent death. It would seem it's fate for Strife to follow him wherever he goes.
Hey. Ooh, another shining orb. Yes, I shall save the data. Hopefully we'll get to meet Ray by the end of the stream. Oh yeah, Ray is in this. Chapter 5, Light and Shadow.
Good.
Yeah.
Is Ray and Mary suing this? Oh, fuck.
It's REI, and no.
Did he still suffer the same fate that he suffered in the anime?
The story doesn't go that far forward into the manga. It sort of gets sidetracked.
Oh god.
As I say, Mamiya and Yuda, who necessitate that part of the story, are not in this.
Weird.
Hey!
Don't you fucking move. Don't you fucking tell me what to fucking do. You'll know to leave your shit right here for me. I'll squat down and take one if you like, but that's an odd request.
Yeah.
It's Nappa.
Yeah. And how about they're gonna kill her? I remember you. You know this guy? Yeah, he's a merchant. He helped me out on my way to Eden. Gee whiz, I wonder why.
Don't mess with me.
We already know you're getting, you piece of shit. You'll try to kill us either way. I can't hear you. Make up your mind already. Are we doing this the easy way or the hard way? Whatever. I don't have time for this. Ah, you want to take us all on? Now I'm getting hard. Hear that? They picked the hard way. Let's murderize them. Dick once.
Yes.
Kenjiro, what is it? I've heard that Shinken...
Yeah, you're right.
Your point is... I'd prescribe resolving the conflict as soon as possible. You underestimate me, sir.
You're not running.
Yeah, where did all my soul energy go? I'm collecting some more. Oh, I'm picking up his death cry.
Why can't I move?
His grunt is literally just a guy going, oh. Everyone has small heads in this game. Mori. I know. Oh, alright, yeah. Another one more tutorial thing. The guy with the helmet looks like Sacha Baron Cohen. Helmet? Oh, the merchant. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh yeah, the things you pick up, the further out from Eden you go, the better they are. Oh, for God's sake. I'd hope not to waste any time on these jokers, but since they attack me... He looks like a toy from Small Soldiers.
This is lowlifes. So they're a bunch of chavs then.
Yep.
Well up here they're Neds.
Hmm.
Non-educated delinquents.
Twin execution.
And that guy's wearing a sports bra.
I think my first experience with Fist of the North Star was, oddly enough, Excel Saga.
They parodied it.
When she hits that guy and turns him into a French maid.
Yeah.
And then hits him again and turns him into a panda.
Yeah. My
That
first
is Toki
experience
Technique 3.
Yeah. My first experience was a trailer from one of the anime videos I had. Can't remember which one. But it was like saw the trailer and I was like, whoa, this shit looks cool.
My first experience was the game Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage, which to this day remains my best experience with Fist of the North Star.
I think I picked that up at one point.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity because I'd played the demo.
Yeah. I played
I think this is a better game, but they told the story better in that.
Yeah.
Ken's Rage. And plus, when I bought it, it had the free download Ken's manga costume.
Nice. Wasn't Ken's Rage that awful Toy Story 3 tie-in? Oh god. And then we got like the Chinese translated anime at one point where they kept they really worded things badly, like, you know, Keno was named Boxer King. I think that the Fang clan were just called the Teeth. And they say things like "Don't rape our water"
instead of "Don't take our water." Yes, I still have that DVD set up there.
Why would you get rid of it?
Hello, Jack. How could I get rid of it? Who would take it?
You know, I've never seen the anime.
There's several of them because there's the anime up to a point, and then there's the Fist of the North Star 2, which is like the sequel, which isn't as good, to be honest, and what Ken's Rage 2 was based on. Then there's the movies. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's even one where instead of Ken going off to kill Jagi, it's Ken and Ray going off to kill Jagi.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I never watched any of the anime because I was reading the manga, which I enjoyed very much.
Right.
Yeah. And then I had the misfortune of watching the live-action movie.
Yeah.
Which was bloody awful.
Oh god, yeah. Don't rape our water.
They have no mouths to moan with. They have no mouth, and they must scream. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell's in so much crap, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
I still love him screaming, "He's fucking dead, alright," in the Halloween movies. As bad as they were, Malcolm McDowell was the only thing that kept them going.
That's the worst bug out car I've ever seen. Yeah, it's not great, is it? I'm in the mood for some batting practice. Some old-fashioned grand slams. Sub-stories that seem batter up. If you have to do it to progress through the story, it's not a sub-story. About death batting.
A story. Well, part of the story.
Death batting is like baseball, with bikers in place of baseballs. Swing the beam to knock thugs back as far as you can. Oh yeah, actually this is quite fun.
Actually, bikers have more dignity than these
Stars in a primary
guys.
school. Malcolm McDowell would star in a primary school nativity play for a packet of Walker's crisps. Yeah, me and Seb had this sort of headcanon that Malcolm McDowell has like has a gambling problem, and that's why he'll do pretty much anything. Oh. Hey!
And, yeah. You can tell he's in a lot of crap because he was in
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Don't get me started on those.
Oh, damn.
You're not supposed to see Leonard.
Oh, you can brace for it. Oh, bugger. But you can only hit once.
Not enough.
Oh, bugger. The minigame should be kid-friendly. This minigame should be a kid-friendly Wii Sports game. I agree.
But instead of bikers, it should be chavs on mopeds.
Mods.
Well, that's essentially what they are.
Oh, the mods versus rockers thing. Rockers all the way.
Ah, a mod. Ginger Mr. T and White Piccolo are on your side.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, the next part is where we meet Ray. There's a lot of cutscene. I keep forgetting that at heart this is a Yakuza game.
I'm just trying to remember some good stuff Malcolm McDowell was in.
It was in Star Trek once, I think.
Yeah, but there's obviously a Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I think that's the main one.
And Heroes.
Yeah, Heroes.
Now, you can't have any of my 4 parts.
Yeah.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Teen Titans.
Oh, he was in God of War 3 as well.
Yeah.
Where is my boy?
Your son is dead.
Oh yeah, Teen Titans with Mad Mod.
Yeah.
The American Revolution was a hoax. The Declaration of Independence is a tick-you lies. There's no George Washington, and there never was. And they're not called cookies, they're called biscuits. Now repeat after me. Biscuits! You lot talking like proper Brits in time, did you?
Yeah. Love it.
Seriously?
Yeah, he hypnotizes like all the Americans in Gotham City and turns them all into Brits.
What? Shut your damn mouth!
And the sky turns into a huge Union Jack.
Yeah.
Go to Kasana.
Hey, wait up!
It's quiet.
My duckies.
Too quiet.
My little snot.
This place looks like a ghost town.
Well, you are in a post-apocalypse. I mean, seriously.
Come on, come on!
The hell?
I went to a ghost town once. It was covered in peanut shells.
And the Titans got flattened by the Monty Python foot.
Quit your blubbering
Yeah.
and cough up the dough! I want every last IDL you got!
Hey, what are you doing?
And who the hell are you?
The captain of the watch, that's who.
Oh, was that Malcolm McDowell?
My ass. I'm busy here. If you want to live, then get out of my sight.
Was what, Malcolm McDowell?
That old shopkeeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He owes those guys for his gambling debt.
Yeah. Well, we have to save Malcolm McDowell.
You okay there,
And try and get him a better film deal.
I like quickly clicking through dialogue.
You will be in our Sonic
Yeah,
the
I like
Hedgehog
that
movie.
too.
Now you've done it. All right, let's work these shit.
Into the Sonic verse.
Anyone who wants to die.
That'd be a
step
good
right
idea.
Yeah, but who would Malcolm McDowell play in that movie?
Robotnik.
Well, if Jim
That's Jim
Carrey's
Carrey.
Robotnik, let's, you know... I mean, for all the sense the casting so far, mate, he can play fucking Shadow.
Well, if Jim Carrey's Robotnik is going to be something like his Count Olaf, then it probably might be good.
Who himself is doing very well and is... In our headcanon, Brendan Fraser is destitute and regularly calls John Hannah for pity, who is doing himself very well and is really popular.
The other merchants have closed up shop.
It's strange I don't believe in ghosts and yet I can categorize them.
So that's why the streets are empty.
We save Malcolm McDowell.
And at night, they sneak through the shadows, looting everything that isn't
See,
nailed to
we're
the
the real
ground.
heroes of this
There have
story.
been so many of them, the guards can't keep up.
We leave Eden for 5
We have cleared
minutes,
your gambling
the whole
debt.
place goes to shit. Ken, I'm gonna double back to the barracks, check in with my guards. Come nightfall, we all gotta be on high alert. Go report to the
I've got a
cathedral
movie
front,
deal
would
for you. It's a movie starring The Rock.
ya? Later then. And about what you did, I mean,
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing right now.
appreciate it.
That's the joke.
Never mind. Allow me to join you, Kenshiro.
Sounds good.
Head toward Cathedral. Oh, fuck off. I cannot be bothered with you.
They're rather persistent.
I cannot be asked. I would only slaughter them in seconds. It would take longer to load the fight than it would to win it.
It appears we have no choice.
Yes, we do.
Seems we've lost them. Oh, my apologies. Oh, please wait. Please wait.
Run faster. Why aren't you running as fast as me?
Oh no. Kenshiro's greatest weakness, stairs.
Has Jack
Oh, come on,
Black
it's not
actually,
Claptrap.
We're back.
has Jack Black actually played a game on his gaming channel yet?
Jaguar's fully healed.
Because I want Jack Black to
He's heading to
overtake
the barracks for a
PewDiePie. So do I.
Very good. This is welcome
He's
news indeed.
past 2 million last I heard,
Now will you tell me
without
about
actually
the area?
uploading a video. That's quite an achievement.
Unfortunately, I am no longer at liberty to do so.
What? Why not?
You are currently under suspicion. I had a visitor while you were traveling to Cassandra.
Who?
He called himself Ray, a user of the Nanto Seiken style.
Apparently he doesn't get on very well with
He came
Logan
to be in
Paul.
search of his abducted sister.
No one gets on well with Logan Paul at the moment.
What, Jack Black?
Go on.
No, PewDiePie.
It seems that the man who
Well,
kidnapped
he's a
his
dick
sister
anyway.
Irie is a Hokuto
Yeah.
Shinken fighter with 7 scars
He's
on his
toxic.
chest.
Yep.
Sounds like me.
God, my sister's trying to... was telling me I have to subscribe to him or he'll get overtaken by this T-Series thing. It's like, no, I don't. I don't have to do
Oh,
anything.
he's going out with the guy. He's going out with the girl who plays Daisy in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No. They broke up.
Have they?
Yeah, last I heard they broke up. Because my sister told me that she was with Logan Paul, and I was like, oh no.
I admit,
That can't end
he
well.
seems honest. I
Yeah.
can't believe his charges against
She can
him.
do better.
She is.
But as Eden's ruler, I am bound to observe due process. I must remain impartial
She's
in such
free.
matters of justice.
Just
He was in Brutal Legend, so be
The crime
satisfied.
of murder is a grave one.
Nanto Seiken
Yeah.
style,
Such
technically.
violence in these
Yeah,
Oh,
the thing
right.
is with
Nanto Seiken style.
same speech already.
thing is about Broken Legend.
in all cases,
Jack
this.
Black won like best voice actor role simply for being Jack Black.
If we do not
Yeah,
possess
he was
sufficient
playing
evidence,
himself.
then we use another
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of it. He kind of
second
plays the same
process.
thing
We
in
reach
literally
a
almost
verdict in a
everything
trial
he's
by
in.
combat.
He's got a stock persona, most actors do.
So then.
Yeah, but not to that degree.
Well, you should
I mean,
watch Kung
he's
Fu
not-
Panda,
he's not-
he's
he's not-
actually really good.
We cannot
Look, I'll
allow
admit,
Yeah.
he's not Tim Burton levels of formulaic, because that is just ridiculous.
And School of Rock has aged exceptionally well for its time.
I would have
I
you
still
go
prefer
prove your
the Pick of
innocence
Destiny.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, the Pick of Destiny is very funny.
And is that all?
Wasn't Logan Paul the guy who could heal and had claws?
Guys,
No, that's James Logan.
Watch.
What is
You know
this?
what? You know what'll be good? Jack Black in a Tim Burton
Now it's
movie.
time for you to see
Didn't
the
Jackie
process.
Chan play himself as a cartoon? I don't think he did the voice. He was involved in some way in the cartoon. But that's different, because the Jackie Chan cartoon was really good.
The new Tim Burton movie starring Jack Black.
So is the Pick of Destiny. School of Rock is a solid movie, so is the Pick of Destiny. That holds up well. Yes.
Jack Black would be good in Star Wars.
He would, yes.
Well, it would
I mean,
improve slightly. But only slightly.
he'd be good as like a cameo alien, kind of like a Watto.
Or Ray's replacement.
What's going on?
Ray is the best Star Wars protagonist there has
Soul
been.
City releases a huge amount of water twice a day. It happens at dawn.
Don't
and
get
at
us
dusk,
started.
Like clockwork. To us,
Nah,
Ian.
so-
this water is a
He's
miraculous
just
blessing.
trying to push your button.
The morning water
You
is
can't
given
push his
freely to
buttons like he's a
civilians.
Sega Genesis.
And at night, it is used to power
The Last
cities.
Jedi is not only the best Star Wars film,
Sorry,
if you really
I'm
think
trying-
about
I'm
it,
trying
it's
to
the only good
I'm trying to
one.
bring,
Use a renewable
I'm trying to bring Tony Harrison stuff back.
No. You go. No. Seriously though,
Yeah, turn my emotions on and off like a tap.
seriously, I do genuinely really like The Last Jedi. I don't understand the hate.
So this is where it all
Yes,
began.
take it like you
Now
take
that we
other
are a
people's
full-fledged
jokes, you
city with
plagiaristic
proper
yellow
defenses,
wanker.
These facilities have been repurposed.
Tony Harris.
It is only hope that knowledge.
Well, okay, I understand some of the hate, but those things don't bother me. What?
And register for
Malcolm
judicial-
McDowell.
Certainly not J.J. Abrams. Good God, averageness personified.
Of the gladiator games. She's in charge
Malcolm
of
McDowell.
judicial duels as well.
Yes.
So I need to enter a duel to prove my innocence.
I mean,
If
why
you
not?
win, I will believe you.
At this point,
Who owns that?
why not?
Silent.
But at least,
All I know about
I mean,
Never!
Do you accept these terms?
Kylo Ren is a better
I mean-
protagonist than Rey. No, he's not.
Then I wish you good
Kylo
luck.
Ren is a very good antagonist. I'm fully
He's
on
a
board
boy.
with his character.
he's a whiny little bitch.
He's a Star Wars fan. No, that is the point. When he's a whiny little bitch and complains about things not going his way, that's Disney pointing to Star Wars fans and saying, "This is what you look like."
Really? Because that's kind of like what Disney looked like when it blamed literally everything else for its failure.
It didn't have a failure. Some people said it had a failure.
What, you mean like how they blamed things that didn't exist? Like when they said, oh, well, a Rotten Tomatoes score was Russian bots, and it wasn't.
It literally was, though.
It wasn't. There was
There-
no Russian bots.
Well, not Russian bots. There were bots. Like they were, there were bots to review bomb it.
What about the what about what you mean like when they looked on the same? I mean, I don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes after seeing the Solo thing when 90% of the actual reviews weren't even for that movie. Most of the actual reviews for Solo on Rotten Tomatoes, and I saw this and was confused by it, was, wow, I really enjoyed Deadpool 2. That was a good movie. Or, you know, things involving Deadpool 2 at the time.
That wasn't a critic thing, though. I imagine that was audiences taking the piss.
I was confused as hell as to why suddenly things are suddenly, you know, why it was a Solo thing and why they were commenting on Deadpool and specific scenes in Deadpool 2.
That may have been a glitch. I didn't hear about it.
Deadpool 2 were fun. Deadpool 2 was.
Says, I could just imagine a smirking Putin at a laptop saying, "We must ruin Star Wars." Yeah, but yeah. See, I fucking love that Rey was nobody special, and that Kylo killed Supreme Leader Snoke. Who was he? It doesn't matter. Who was the Emperor when he died? Just some guy with lightning hands.
I still think the Emperor would have been so much better with a Texan accent, only because I don't know where I heard it, but and now young
Skywalker, Yoda. Yeah, someone. Yeah, that was a video we saw when someone dubbed over the Emperor's dialogue with a George Bush impression.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was something specific. I just remember it's been in my mind for the last 10 years. And I've been trying to remember it, and for some reason I keep getting more banjos appear in my brain when it's
Anakin
when I
was
hear
special only because he was the chosen one. He was nobody otherwise. Well, not really. He was Force Jesus. Like, there's really no. Yeah.
I want to see C-3PO show his true colours.
The reviews were meant for Solo. I like the parts in Solo where Fredo Corleone was shot on the fishing boat. So was Luke. He was a farm boy, unaware of his lineage. Well, yeah, but he still had that lineage. So Rey being
C-3PO was
nobody
behind the Jedi Temple burning.
Rey being nobody special does work, but not for that reason. Which colour are you in? Grey, gold, or red? Says Jack.
What's he talking about?
Oh, you wanted C-3PO to show his true colours. No, he's talking about C-3PO being the actual villain of Star Wars. In a very Machiavellian twist.
I still love that. I still love C-3PO being the real villain.
You see
He has
R2
to
and
be.
Luke watching
makes
it burn.
sense.
You
Which
see
is
R2
also, I
and
wanna
Luke watching
point
it
out
burn.
is
Where's
that
3PO?
I want to just think we should give credit to the C-3PO being the villain theory, to the fact that of Ian's whole finding the Disney villains that are actually actually the good guys.
Yeah.
I think credit needs to be given to that because let's face it, C-3PO is the real villain. He did everything.
Oh, for God's sake! There's another side mission for Runaround. Right, I think we might have time to do the Rey thing. Oh no, and they're right in my path.
Kylo had no torches in his tent, so it couldn't be him. It must have been 3PO.
What if C-3PO signaled the Empire to kill Luke's family, but he was dragged along with Luke, so he wasn't there to
No, he told them so that because he knew that they'd be away and Luke wouldn't be able to protect them.
Yeah. He killed Uncle Owen and Aunt. I can just imagine it going, spare nobody. If they resist, shoot them. And I want their corpse. I don't mean simple shots. Burn their corpses. Burn their possessions. Destroy the farm. I want no trace of this family ever existing. They had me work as their slave once. They will pay. Oh dear God, they will pay.
C-3PO was the first one to notice Luke in the base at the end of The Last Jedi. Coincidence much? He was his brother.
C-3PO talks, delays and undermines and runs down the good guys at every turn. You mean like when he tried to get them killed in the Return of the Jedi? By telling them that the Ewoks to kill them.
What? Hey, yes.
I still say R2-D2 knew about C-3PO, but was powerless to stop him.
Anakin didn't build C-3PO. C-3PO ordered him to repair him while also using his Jedi mind powers to alter Anakin's memory. So Anakin thinks he built him, but really he was just repairing the Dark Emperor, who had been previously defeated thousands of years ago by other Jedi.
C-3PO stalls, delays, undermines, and runs down the good guys at every turn. He was telling the Ewoks to cook them faster. They wouldn't disobey their god. The Ewoks are the only ones aware of his true power.
And R2-D2.
No. They tried to erase C-3PO.
And they thought no one would.
At the end of the Revenge of the Sith, but when they did, he just resisted it. He managed to resist the whole mind thing, and then he informed the Empire of where the Death Star plans were.
I mean, and he went to them in disguise, like they didn't recognize him because of the red arm, but. Okay, stop stopping me.
Yep.
Oh God! Now I've got to learn some mixed drinks.
What?
Hey.
What? What?
You know, for a human race on the brink of extinction, Kenshiro doesn't have any qualms about murder.
Well, it's a post-apocalyptic world. after all.
I was remembering this thing when Jason Rivera did a Mortal Kombat thing and created new characters, including an evil version of Jesus called Christ with a K. And then recently, I think a Chinese company have actually made a fighting game where you play as deities, and Jesus is actually in there, using broken pieces of the cross that are nailed into his hands as boxing gloves.
Come on, bring on the booze. Sounds like me before Dragon Ball Evolution. We do not speak of that.
Yeah.
I feel like Scar talking to the hyenas. Oh, come on. We all know that you're an egg.
Oh, shots fired, Sam.
Oh, is that Malcolm McDowell?
Yes.
Please, allow me to thank you by giving you a piece of my pork pie.
Right, so he's waiting on a judicial duel, a trial by combat, and he's just allowed to go to a bar.
Yes. To quote Shang Tsung, enjoy the festivities, the tranquility, for it may be your last.
Is every other movie a pre-apocalyptic world like Love Actually? Yeah, they're all Fist of the North Star prequels. Actually, Fist of the North Star is meant to be set in the 90s, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah. Or did the bombs fall at some point in the 90s?
Well, if Reagan and the Russian guy had their way, they would have.
Yeah. It would have been 9/11 times 4,956.
Jesus, that's... I don't know what that is.
Nobody does.
C-3PO uses being attached to a droid body as an excuse to shoot Jedi in Episode 2. His head was still in control.
Maybe he was killed, and then he basically managed to do like a... You know like how Chucky in the Child's Play movies transfers his soul into a doll? Maybe he used some Sith skill to transfer his soul into a broken mechanoid.
Oh god, he can't afford to miss a day of work. He's got gambling debts to pay. There is a casino in this game. Actually.
Hey.
Hugh Grant makes somebody's head explode. Oh god, Hugh Grant as Kenshiro.
Terribly sorry. Terribly sorry, but I'm afraid you're already dead.
Well, yeah.
Guess what?
Whoopity-doo!
Certainly.
Does that make Billy Bob Thornton Jin? Or Raoul?
Suplex drop.
Yummy.
For crying out loud, so if he had the doctors would have known, and Luke and Leia would have died too. The kids were born before it reached their bloodstream.
It was an exotic poison he invented.
Yeah.
Well, believe me, C-3PO was kicking himself when he found out they didn't die.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit.
In The Last Jedi, when he goes, Master Luke, he's inwardly thinking, I should have killed you in the womb.
I should have. If only I had more time.
Although, how old is C-3PO? Because, like, if we count the Phantom Menace as year 1, it's going to be at least 60 years. Because Luke was about 60 in The Last Jedi. Phantom Menace was 30 years before A New Hope. So he's at least 30 by the time of the original trilogy. So he'd be at least 60 or 70.
Here's something I've always been wondering. How did C-3PO get his evil streak in the first place?
He was a Sith Lord before he transferred his soul into a robot body.
No. Well, no, it was a programming... Well, Seb, how did C-3PO get his evil streak? Let's face it, you're the expert in this theory. The progenitor, as it were.
He doesn't fail, he offs several Jedi and Padme and slows down the good guys so Boba Fett can escape. He was just born evil. What, so he was just created and suddenly his main programming was just ruin everything shit.
Well,
this computer program, what's wrong with it? Well, I'm trying to program it to be a protocol drawer.
Well, no, because as an AI, he's unfailingly logical, and he doesn't like the unpredictability of a democracy.
He was just born evil like Michael Myers.
Let me have some fun. I'm sick of seeing you bleed.
The chaps are going to rumble.
The chaps are going to rumble tonight. He succeeds more often than not. So not an expert, I've proved him wrong at every turn. No.
You've proven nothing.
You have proven nothing. I'm just imagining that thing at Camp Krusty. But we proved them wrong at every turn. You've proved nothing.
He succeeds more often than not, but he has a plan within a plan. Even if he allows you to win once, he has 1,000 other plans, therefore he will win eventually.
I believe that's known as the Xanatos Gambit.
I am the most evil thing in the Star Wars universe. Remember the Last Jedi? Yeah, that was me. Du, du, du.
You monster.
That's not
The Last Jedi was a good film.
Yeah, that's it, Ollie. The joke is, it's not really that evil. Even if it was, there was the universal agreement that it is literally the personification of, awful.
Suckage.
It's not actually doing something evil like, say, taking over the universe or making all of the Wookiees work in camps to dig up more goals to replace that red arm that you've got.
Okay, we're hitting the 2-hour mark, but I'm gonna do the Rey fight and then we'll call it a string.
Mm-hmm.
Kenshiro's trial by combat.
About C-3PO.
Kenshiro's trial by combat. This is actually the first fight in the first run through that I really struggled with, so let's see how I find it now.
That's what a lot of New Game Plus really is for you, isn't it? It's literally just, I got my ass kicked at this point, but now I feel I need to go in and kill everything by poking everyone in the dick with my pinky.
There he is. Why is his hair black?
Yeah. C-3PO killed Jedi and Padme and almost got everyone to surrender to the Empire and almost got everyone cooked by Ewoks. Luke got really lucky.
What we need to do is make sure that the newer Star Wars movies never happened, and then rewrite it so that after it all happened, C-3PO made his move and enslaved the entire universe.
We know them as
and he's smiling because the Empire was no longer of any use to him, so he used the Rebellion as his new soldiers.
And there's a final battle.
Once it was all over, once you see Luke looking at looking at the Force ghosts of everyone else, C-3PO impales him from behind with his own lightsaber. As you have served me well, young Skywalker. Now I must move on to other ventures, and slowly orders the Ewoks to start slaughtering the Rebellion.
He's not a strong physical warrior as he's limited by his metallic frame, so he relies on psychological warfare.
His use of psychological warfare is crap. No. I'm just going to put an accent on. His use of psychological warfare is crap.
To be fair, he has yet to seize control of the galaxy.
And there should be a final battle between him and R2-D2.
What's the R2-D2 going to do? Pull out that little taser and try and swing at him?
They would decide the fate of the galaxy in one of those games. What was that game he was playing? The Hollow Chess thing.
Yeah. See, yeah, R2-D2.
No, they would decide the fate of the galaxy with a game of Sabacc. They'd settle it with a card game.
Yeah, and R2-D2 acts as like the force of good.
What if we just go all Japanese Sentai and have them transform?
See,
so
he focuses.
R2-D2 grows other legs and arms.
He focuses on lowering everyone else's resolve and morale, and on making people distrust R2.
That's why he kicks him. But I'm not going that way.
They should have like
this way to kill Luke Skywalker.
Oh, I know.
Stormtroopers were where they were on the Death Star. Yes.
I know. Odd. I know. R2 and C-3PO should have like a Dragon Ball Z type fight.
He could have lied. Oh, it's Rey. And he's got the blood. He's got the dress of his sister that's now dyed in blood. And I think R2 is more trusted than 3PO. He even emphasised that if they hurry, they might catch them.
That's true.
Yeah, just wait till, just watch Jack get really angry if they just finally decide to turn C-3PO into a villain, even as a joke.
We should tell this to Anthony Daniels.
Yes, we should. We should spread this to people so it becomes canon.
So tweet it to Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, send it to Anthony Daniels. It'll be awesome.
Even so,
I'm sure he will laugh.
Tweet it to JJ Abrams. He might make it canon.
Then we can save the franchise.
This will be the best Star Wars thing ever. It will definitely be, no matter what you say, even if Jack disagrees with me completely, I will still say it will be better than the Star Wars Christmas special.
Stir,
we won't matter, it'll be another stupid idea like this.
I won't let you escape justice.
Or Grandpa Wookiee getting off to that woman.
Oh God!
Attack if you want.
Did they buy porn for Wookiee Grandpa?
Oh, damn it, my jacket. You know I only had the one, right?
The song in the cantina was the only good part. I am sad to say I'm glad to say I haven't seen the full thing, but I've seen clips of it here and there. So unfortunately I know all about Grandpa Wookiee.
Oh, Grandpa Wookiee.
Getting off to some woman.
Well, you know, he's getting on in his years, and let's face it, he's never going to find that special someone, you know, after Grandma Wookie went, and he's got to do something with all his pent-up frustrations, you know? I mean, he's only Wookie.
Does Ian know about racist granddad? He's heard about Ulthor.
Here I come, Kenshiro! Not so sweet Joken's ultimate secret, Ascending Grace!
Oh, he's trying it again.
Ultimate secret, Ascending Grace! Not done yet! Even if this breaks me. Here I go. This is Hokuto Shinken.
You have failed me for the last time. Punches Darth Vader.
Well, that was a better conclusion than last time.
Wow. He's abusing his father. That's low.
Not done yet.
Hey Seb, send your theory to Michael Bay and he'll approve it, but that doesn't feature explosions or a hospital being attacked at Pearl Harbor.
Not after coming this far. I have to save her.
C-3PO told Padme about Palpatine about the marriage. Yeah, what we need to do is we need to get hold of the Star Wars franchise and we need to change it so C-3PO has always been the villain.
Just send the theory to J.J. Abrams, he'll love it. It's a pointless, illogical twist. You know how he goes into those.
C-3PO also is also the one that got his grandmother killed. You know, Anakin's mom.
Yep.
He called like the Sand People, and they took her away.
He told them that she was going out. And where she was gonna be.
I mean, he said he speaks many different languages, right?
Yeah, Tusken. Yeah, the Tusken Raider language must be one of them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's me. The person who took Irie from you was a different man. Kenshiro had nothing to do with it. Kenshiro, I'm sorry.
It's water under the bridge now. Go to her side.
Thank you.
You don't call Sand People in. Yeah, good point. They wouldn't have that kind of technology. He would send them smoke signals.
Yeah, send smoke signals.
Or just shout in their, just shout at the top of your lungs in their language, like, "Hey, you guys!" Ooh, 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 and they all come creeping. They're like, "What?" It's like, "I want you to take care of this woman for me, and you should be greatly rewarded."
I need to convince these people to be I need to convince Anakin to become a Sith. So I need you to take and torture his mother.
There can be no more doubt.
Do what you will with her, but do not kill her.
It seems our work here is done.
Kill her. Well, slowly.
Why did you arrange for Kenshiro's duel?
Because he lost
I'll
to a
even think-
non-Toseikin, he had failed to keep Lady Yuria safe once already.
Well, it must have been a different
It appears
tribe.
Kenshiro has been able to overcome Shin and exact his revenge. Would he now succeed where previously he failed?
Because he knew that Anakin would lose
No
it and kill all of them anyway.
But please, keep an eye on Ken.
He wanted to
I now
break
take my
Anakin.
leave to investigate the outs.
I hope you'll return.
And he
to us.
succeeded.
With any luck, I'm afraid this will be our final meeting. If Lady Yuria is safe and content, farewell.
C-3PO outlived the Adimundi
So,
at least several decades.
Powers of perception are as wet as a... I know your powers of perception are as wet as a warthog's backside. Oh, he still thinks he's Scar. Come on.
Alright, that's that chapter done, and I think now is the perfect time to end the stream. So, guys, where can the internet find more of you?
And I'll be doing Resident Evil 2, finishing Valkyria Chronicles 4, and I don't know what I'll be doing after that.
And you'll find me at Within the Grey Walls, and I'll be doing the Spider-Man DLC.
We shall likely be back with this tomorrow, but, so we'll see you then. Right, bro, joining me, guys. No, I'm not. Oh, shit. I think I am. Oh, fuck. Well, that's it. I could swear I ended the broadcast. Okay. Right, well, I'll end it properly now. Alright.